Hello, my name is Malcolm Travers, and welcome to M3 Live. Male Media Mind is a grassroots organization dedicated to uplifting and unifying our community through dialogue, insight, creativity, and knowledge. And each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I invite my friends to help me break down topics from social media, usually around communication, community, relationships, spirituality, self-development, mental health. Basically, I take some of the things that show up in my algorithm from coaches, content creators, therapists. A lot of it's advice, and I like to bullshit test it. So as we discuss, let me know what you think. And I make sure to throw in some funny, some haha, because there's some deep topics, but we will have fun, And let me introduce you to the panel. We got Swagalicious, as Greg would call you, from the great state of Tijuana, 60 leagues below the sea with a sewing machine and a cat. He is also the host of the Swag Suite on our very network on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Swag for Life. What's going on, Swag?
Today was not a good day for me. I got stuck on a work call that lasted 5 hours.
Oh, no.
And I was like, she better be glad I like her, because otherwise I'd have told her, bitch, I got shit to do.
Yeah, that is the appropriate response to that.
I think so, but it's over. I'm going to let it go. And I'm glad to be here.
And joining us from the state of Atlanta, the host of the Blurred Council, also streaming on YouTube and TikTok as The Thick Night Gaming. What's going on, Thick?
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
Good. He is also our new uncle on Drunk Uncles.
Yeah.
We're not starting it quite yet. We got a couple weeks off we're gonna take, but let me get your one for Sunday, which I remember when we started this. You've been doing it strong. You're always the most consistent of us. And so I just got to say, congratulations. Because I remember when we first started, I think it was like when the MCU first started doing shows and WandaVision came out. Yeah, that's like crazy. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Anyway.
Right.
So it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And I'm going to do things a little differently today. Instead of spinning the wheel, I actually just put them in order. And so what I'm going to try to do is go like serious, funny, serious. And we might catch a rhythm. I might have fucked up. Who knows? But I noticed, because I make a podcast out of the show, which you can get on all your podcatchers. The wheel sound is very loud. It's like, oh my God, my ears. I was like, oh God, when I hear it, So we're going to not maybe do that. I don't know. It doesn't sound loud when I'm doing it here, but on the pod.
Not at all.
Yeah. Maybe it's just something about the way that it processes sound for.
Right. Or maybe there's a setting on it that you can lower that sound.
Yeah.
So that's
But until then, we're just going to reserve it for Monday because we have a wheel on Mondays. So let me just start with our first topic. It's going to be from a therapist. Let's get into it.
The Supreme Court ruled today that banning conversion therapy for kids is a free speech violation. I am sorry. What? Whose free speech? The therapist's, not the child's? The adult with a license gets the constitutional protection. The kid getting psychologically dismantled on that couch does not. What the fuck? Free speech. Okay, you know what that means in this context? A grown adult with a license sits across from a kid who didn't choose to be there, whose parents sent them there, and tells them that they're broken every week. That's the speech we're protecting. That's not two people having a debate. That's not a difference of opinion. That's an adult with authority over a child telling that child they're wrong for existing. And we just made that legal. Such a cool place we live in. You know what else is speech? A doctor telling a patient they don't need chemo when they do. We regulate that. We regulate harmful speech from licensed professionals constantly. Because when you're in a position of clinical authority over someone, your words aren't just words, they're interventions. They have effects. We hold you accountable for those effects. Except now, except for this. We have the research too. Tens of thousands of participants. Kids who went through conversion therapy have significantly higher rates of depression, anxiety, and suicide attempts. We are not debating this. The data is there. The court just decided it doesn't matter as much as a therapist's right to keep doing it. Fucking bonkers. Oh, and by the way, this dropped on Transgender Day of Visibility. Cool. 8 justices, 1 dissent. Jackson, the only one who said out loud that states have always been able to regulate what licensed professionals do to patients, and that delivering harm through language doesn't make it not harm. She was right, obviously. And she was alone, so that's great. There are kids in 30 states who just got a little less protected today, and the people who did that to them dressed it up in the Constitution and called it freedom. It is not freedom. It's a license to hurt children. We are so fucked.
Basically, yeah. Have you ever known anyone who's been through conversion therapy?
I do not know.
I only have known one guy. At sometime in my 20s, I was talking to a guy who was in Alabama. He was a former military officer, and seemed like a decent person. But when he told me about what his parents did to him through that conversion shit, like it was straight up abuse.
Right.
Some of those things that they did were like they, as a teenager, would show him gay porn, and then do some sort of negative stimulus like electric
Like
shock,
shock therapy. Yeah.
Ooh.
or like pungent odors like smelling salts, or something to like make you have a traumatic response to gay arousal.
Right.
So like for the rest of his life, he was whenever he was sexually aroused had traumatic responses to it, because that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
It's abuse. And I was actually a little surprised when it was called abuse, and when the large organizations, mostly Christian organizations, actually shut down and admitted that it was abuse. They did so voluntarily too, it should be noted, for a lot of them. And then the states, a lot of them, made it illegal. I was like, well, I didn't see that coming. I really
Right.
didn't. But I guess this goes to show that we really can go backwards. Like, we are going backwards. I don't know how many people are actually going to start doing conversion therapy again. I'm guessing a few people will, because the demand is there. And if there's money to be made, obviously someone will be there to make it.
Somebody's gonna be there to make it. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
That's just sad because you know, it reminds me of that video that we played a while ago where the woman was saying if this isn't natural, it shouldn't be. How did it go? Something like things that are natural, you don't have to teach that. It's just you do it. So
mhm.
and I know the stereotypes are there about we groom young people into this lifestyle, but it's
Right.
like no, that's not true. And so it's like
No.
Uh,
if that's our attraction, and nobody put us in that position, it's like then why are y'all so against it, and why are you so hell bent on trying to make sure that people get out of that? It just makes no
right.
sense to me. But I think it's the fear of the unknown, and we are always going to be demonized and called predators and
Yeah.
just villainized all the time. So yeah,
It's funny though, like for myself, just as a creative and a writer, I try to wrap my head around the belief structure of bigots. I do, like, and it's not out of sympathy or empathy. It's really just to make, if I happen to write a story, or, make content about it, like I have a deeper understanding of where they're coming from. And I think I'm never 100% sure of my conclusions, because that always helps me, bullshit test, and like have a mental agility. But where I have been landing recently is a true belief where they do not believe that there is a such a thing as sexual orientation. They really do believe that everyone is straight and anything outside of that is some sort of disease or disorder. They don't actually believe that it's natural. And, I would say you're making a claim. Where's your evidence, right? Like if you're saying that, and maybe they're not making that claim, I think it's just like in the subtext. But if we dig that up as one of their claims and just saying, because I think they would agree with that, show me the evidence. Show me where homosexuality is not just a normal part of, animal maturation and part of animal communities and in just the natural order of sexuality in general, like in evolutionary biology. Like, show me where it's a disorder.
Right.
Because
you know what they're gonna say when you say that? God is my evidence.
Yeah, of course.
well, yeah,
Of course.
That's the kind of stuff that you had to deal with.
yeah. My imaginary friend from my book from the Bronze Age. That's my evidence. That's not evidence, bro. That's a character.
Exactly, but that's what they're gonna use. That's what they're
Right.
gonna say each and every time, and it's just.
And then, of course, you can.
Okay, bro.
And then, of course, you could say like, obedient slave, be good to your master, right? That's what I would. That's the first thing I go back to. Was like, if you're a black person, it's like, why would you disobey your white masters if you believe in the Bible? Like, I don't know, son of Ham. Or don't you know that you're cursed? Anyway, let's see if we got any comments.
Yes, we do. Calvin says, "Good evening." Good evening, Calvin.
Good evening,
Demon is
Calvin.
here. He says hello to all. Mr. Taylor's here. Says, "Hey, you handsome men," and hey, right back at you. Miss Taylor says, "Oh, rest in peace, Will." And, he also says that conversion therapy shit sounds like a horror movie.
It
It
is.
probably
I
should
think
be
they
a horror
actually
movie.
made. I think they actually made a horror movie based on that. I'm not sure.
Oh,
though.
you're right. They did. I think they called it. I think there was one they made called "Them" or "They" or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was about. It was about. Well, I think that one was more about like non-binary kids, but they made it into like a horror movie. But there's probably another one that's like some kind of conversion therapy that has gone wrong and terrifying. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, let's see what our next one is.
Now, wait, y'all. I'm at the gas station, okay? I just filled up my tank. I had to stop it at $70. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be out here stripping and throwing ass for no oil. Do you understand me? That's not my life. I had to physically get out and stop the pump. I didn't even know that I had a 17 or 18 gallon tank. I stopped it at 16.7 gallons because what's happening? $70? Oh, no. I'm not going to be in the streets hooking for no gas money. I'm not doing it. Okay? I stopped at $40. And now it's 70? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to have to put my wife on that pole. You're going to have to use that PhD and that ass because I'm not doing it, especially not for that walking bag of jelly beans that's in the White House. Absolutely not.
I loved the way she did it, though.
I love her. I love her.
Not her saying, "I'm gonna put my wife on that pole."
You gotta use that PhD in that ass. Yes.
Yeah, that sticker shock is rough, and it's only getting worse. Because it's not even the season to when the prices naturally go up, right? Like when it comes time for June or whatever, like we've hit the high price for what it was in June 2022, right? But that's when it naturally spikes. We haven't even reached to that point. And I was listening to some stories from NPR this morning about people who were going on trips. They were at a Buc-ee's somewhere, I've never been to a Buc-ee's, but anyway.
Me either.
Yeah, but they were like interviewing people who were going on spring break trips and whatever, and people were willing to pay the money. And Bucky's, one of their things that they do is a large, like super gas station that has like 100 pumps, right? And so they're actually economics of scale allows them to have lower prices on their gas. So people will actually go out of their way to go to a Bucky's to buy gas because it's a little cheaper. But still, people are out driving, and it's because they want to have fun. I think people are in this sort of like, I don't care how much it costs. I need to get out of the house, for my sanity, and then we'll deal with the bill later. But that bill is coming due. It is going to hurt some people, especially when it gets folded into everyday products, right? Everything ships on a truck somewhere and the price is going up. And yep, looking forward to that. Okay, number 3. Here we go. I love this stuff. That was silly. Do we have any more comments? Let's see.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. Let's see.
Calvin said, or Calvin said it costs 100. It costs 100 just to go out the door.
Shit, yeah.
Right. He also says, Mr. Taylor says, all I know is my gate light bulb started to turn on when I was 5. Not watching drag queens, no trans people, no pride parades, just seeing Shaft naked at the drive-in movie theater. I know that's right.
Okay.
Child, James from Good Time was my gay awakening. I said,
I know,
Lord,
right?
have mercy.
I think mine as a teenager was fucking Michael Clark Duncan in Armageddon. He stripped down to his undies and started dancing.
Oh yes, I remember that scene.
Wait, I need to hold on. I need to find that scene.
Yeah,
right
please
quick.
do. I saw it on TikTok the other day, and I was just like, I need you to slow this down and zoom in, please, because he was, because he had a different body over time, but he was peak Michael Clark Duncan in that movie. Oh my god, it was so
Right,
good.
exactly. Mr. Super says, good evening. Right. Mr. Taylor, $40. And Calvin says they did. It's on Peacock. Kevin Bacon was one of the camp counselors. I believe it was called They Them. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I remembered.
Okay.
And Mr. Taylor says Kung Fu Wednesdays. Right. Oh, you pulled it up.
Yes,
pulled it up.
I did. I did.
You can share that.
I know. I'm gonna find that one, download it, and just put it on repeat.
No, right? It is so beautiful.
It was.
It's just glorious. That's the word.
Glorious.
All right, let's
Glorious.
see. Number 4.
One thing that my accident taught me about life is not to panic under any circumstances, because panicking is exactly what I didn't do when I had my accident. I literally was hit. The moment I was hit, I was drugged. The moment the car stopped dragging me in my motorcycle, I was still breathing. I didn't panic. If anything, I prayed while it was happening. And when everything came to a stop, I opened my eyes and I knew that I had breath. And in that moment, I knew that I was thankful. And I called my mama to let her know what had happened and that I was alive and that she shouldn't panic either. Y'all, my mama panicked.
That's what they do.
Yeah, there wouldn't be mamas if they didn't. But yeah, no, I think it is true that no matter how bad a situation is, panicking about it, worrying about it does not really help anything. And I know sometimes you have that feeling of serene calmness because you realize what I call it is surrender. You realize like, oh, I'm not in control of this situation. Like nothing I can do at this moment is going to change what is about to happen to me. That's what I kind of got from his story. Like when that happened, when he hit his, oh right, like I could die right now. And there's nothing I can do about it. So
Right.
we sometimes forget that when it's not so serious. Like small annoyances can throw us and tilt us, as we say. In gaming cultures, they call it getting tilted. Like you try to annoy your opponent so that they don't play at their best. But there's really no advantage to that if you can remind yourself like you're not in control of what happens around you, only your response to it. And no, I just thought there was something to that. So I was like, "Thank you, Mister One-Legged Man," because I watch his content all the time, right? Like he does funny stuff with his disability, and yeah, it's just like, oh, he did a serious video. Okay, that's cool. All right, number 5.
Galinha, patizinha, loucou, sarrou na peça do menor, cortou de giro e empinou. Desce no, 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 beat de desce no, desce no, desce no, desce no, desce no, desce no, beat de mini saia. Cuida que a Paty já baforou. Ela tá louca, tirando o selfie no para-pau, ela se esbaldou. Desce.
Okay, you could
Child,
have.
I don't know when Sean T turned from Jim Twunk to Zaddy, but I am
Right.
here for
Right.
it because
Okay,
good
look,
God, I reckon he is
and that's
thick.
how,
He is fine. Damn.
and he looks good naked. I mean, have you seen the meat in the cakes? I mean, they are
I've seen the cakes. I've
glorious.
seen the
I've
cakes. I
seen the
haven't
meat.
seen the meat.
I saw the meat. I've seen the meat. It's glorious.
Child.
Y'all need to share. I have not seen the video.
Zaddy, Sean T. Damn. Oh my God.
Stevie. Why
Stevie.
are you wearing clothes? Why are you wearing clothes?
I mean, when you look, if I look like that, child, I'd be naked all
You
the
would
time.
not keep close. You would not be keep look.
I
But
would
I
keep
was look.
child.
I
I
say
would.
this. When I get my body to where I want it, I'm not. You will not see in many clothes. You think I'm bad now as a thick dude, as I am now? Oh, wait till the body
I
comes
know,
in
right?
together. It's gonna be like, why you always like see like you naked online or half naked? Mind your
I'll be
business.
your biggest fan. I'll definitely
My
be.
response to that would be, "Have you seen what I look
Please.
like? What else would I do but be naked all the
Look.
time? Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
Right. Like, look. I worked on this body, and I damn sure gonna show it off, baby.
exactly. Do we have any other comments before I do this next one?
Miss Taylor says, "Child, Sean T has really been giving it to us." Demon says, "Not glorious meat." Yes, glorious meat.
Glorious.
Schmeat. You gotta put that
Schmeat.
S on it. Schmeat.
He had the shemit. Yes.
Calvin says, "Oh my God, I had the biggest crush on him back in the day. I stayed watching his hip hop dance infomercial." Yes, we all did. Demon says, "Wait, why wait, Thick? Why wait?"
I think Demon just
Yeah, he's like, yeah, send me the link when you decide to start an OnlyFans. Like, I'm there.
they're like, you can do that now. You ain't got to wait.
Here is the email address. Like, send the link.
Right.
All right, let's see. Where are we? Number 6? Number 6. Oh,
oh
Ouch.
ow.
Oh.
Ooh.
yeah.
there goes our.
Oh! Ouch.
Ow.
Oh.
Oh my God, Walter!
Oh my God, Walter.
I think with these hands, we're gonna.
Whoa. Oh.
What the hell? What the hell was that?
Not the slide.
Oh.
Oh.
I know his ass hurt.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
So, you
child, that's
ever
why I'm glad
notice
I
where
don't
there's
got
a,
no stairs in my house.
you ever notice like sometimes when someone falls, they have that moment of weightlessness where like their feet slip under their feet from their body so fast they're like whoop, boom.
Yep.
It's just like oh, it's
Oh,
almost
I
like a
know that.
cartoon a little bit. Like oh, like they just completely lost all the support under their body. Oh man.
Absolutely. Yikes.
That is painful. All right. So number 7. Do we have any more comments?
Nope. No new comments.
All right. I think this is gonna be back to serious. I tried to do like sprinkle
Okay.
some serious. Okay. Here we go.
Gays, let's talk about how all gay men are narcissists because that is what it can look like from the outside. I'm Brian, a gay therapist working with gay men. Hyper focus on appearance, curated lives, sex, status, attention, an obsession with being wanted. It's really easy to label everyone you know as a narcissist. But that is not actually what's happening. What you're seeing is what develops when a group of people grows up being watched and judged and subtly rejected or not so subtly rejected before they understand who they are completely. So if that's you, you learned very early on that being yourself entirely is risky. So you start managing every aspect of how you're seen. You become hyper aware of your body, of your voice, of your desirability, of your place in the hierarchy. And that's not because you're self-obsessed. It's because you're trying to stay safe. So what happens over time, of course, is the external focus can start to replace any internal focus you might have had. You don't just ask, do I like him? You ask, does he like me? And does everyone else like him too? You don't just live your own life, you curate it. And that is not narcissism, although there are narcissistic traits in there. We all have narcissistic traits. But what we're talking about here is adaptation. So here's the part that we usually skip over. There is a strategy there that once protected you, and now it is disconnecting you from yourself, no longer protecting. Because when your attention is always on how you're perceived, you really lose awareness of how you feel. So the next right action is not shaming yourself for being too much or for being too into yourself. Your next right action is this. Start shifting your attention inward, even slightly. Start asking, what do I actually want right now? What do I actually feel around this person? What matters to me when no one's watching? That is how you move from the outward focus of performance back into connection with yourself. And that's a way of relearning yourself. So what do you think about what I'm saying? Is every gay man a narcissist? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Well, I
That's a
know
little
like a lot of
drastic.
people. I know a lot of people overuse the term narcissist. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
They
really
do.
just mean asshole in a way, or or unaligned, right? When we talked about when that guy said we're not aligned, and that's okay. It's okay if you don't want the same things and you want something else. But trying to force something to work when it doesn't really work often makes the other person feel like a narcissist to us. But I think one of the things he's getting at is how self-absorbed gay men can appear to be, and that can come from the need to attract other men and to feel like you're in competition with other men for your physical attractiveness, or your fashion sense, your popularity. you know um, I know some people compete in sort of like class and wealth and that sort of thing too. I consider myself disconnected from that because I just feel like I don't have much to compete in most of those arenas. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't be like that if I had some sort of stake in it. Like I'm not saying I'm above that, but I don't think I just ever really had the opportunity to do it. And I think that one of the things he's saying is the reason why gay men can feel so narcissistic is because of the environment that we found ourselves in. A lot of us, I shouldn't say any of us in particular, but a lot of gay men, you know, boomeranged from a sense of rejection from family and friends to wanting to be accepted by a culture that was very shallow.
Yeah.
And, it's sometimes hard to let go of that and then, turn back towards valuing yourself from an internal sense of worth and dignity and not necessarily basing it on what other people think about you.
Right.
Um, I would say that is like high up on my mission whenever we talk about dating and relationships and communication and any sort of advice when it comes to sex relationships, friendships, whatever it may be, is to be good with yourself. And what does that mean? Um, because it's easy to say, love yourself. What does that mean? And I think what it means is like being okay with people disliking
Mm-hmm.
you, being okay with, as long as you're being good to yourself, like hopefully you're not also being bad to yourself. But first of all, just being okay, like if someone dislikes you for doing something you truly enjoy doing, learning to be okay with that. I would say even prior to that step is learning what you truly like to do if no one were watching, right? Like I said, I remember, I'll tell you one that was kind of funny to me. Well, reading for me has been one of those things. But one of the things I found that I actually enjoyed, even before I got to reading, was like children's movies,
Yeah.
like Pixar movies and fucking Lion King and shit like Frozen. Like, I started to realize like I really like those movies. I kind of like them.
Yeah.
Kids movies.
Yeah.
Ratatouille is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, I just love like those sorts of making your way in the world type movies that are aimed at kids but are also sophisticated enough for adults to enjoy. You know,
Yeah.
Disney Pixar has been doing that for a long time, right?
Yes.
And I remember there's just a time where I felt like, what was it? Up was another one that I
Yeah.
cried my eyes out, and I loved the movie. I just loved the sentimentality, the message. It just is one of my favorite movies. But I do remember feeling kind of odd for liking it. You know, like I'm a fully grown ass man. Why am I watching kids movies, right? But
Because sometimes
yeah,
sometimes it does harken you back to your childhood, and sometimes
yeah,
they do write some adult themes in there to keep the adults entertained because they know that the adults are not gonna be, they're not gonna let their kids watch it by themselves. So,
right.
No.
give the adults a little something. They'll be okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, so I just use that as an example for myself, but I'm sure you may have had some things in your life, and that's an example. Make sure you figure out what you like, and if you do, don't let someone else's judgment of you turn you off from what you like. It's okay to feel the judgment. Just don't
Right.
let it affect you. Like try or I should say it's going to affect you. Try not to make it change your behavior.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
try not to make it stop you from pursuing your pleasure.
Don't
You
make
know?
don't make it your truth.
Right, exactly. You feel it because you can't help but feel it. You can't help but feel the judgment and the sarcasm or whatever if you feel it. But just be like, I'm gonna like what I like anyway. You know.
That's right.
And the more you get to it, the more habituated to that feeling of judgment you get, and the less it matters. And eventually, you are, bathing and living in your truth, as they say. So, yeah. So, if we have any comments, we should get to those, and then I'll move on.
Mr. Taylor says, I bet cats look at us and think, see, this wouldn't happen to you if you walk on all fours like us.
They are judgmental bitches. They
That
are.
is, that's a good
They
one, Mr.
are.
Taylor.
Yeah, they were like, ugh.
I know. Sounds like that psychologist is talking about most gay men in Los Angeles.
Not in
Yeah,
Los Angeles though.
I'm sure.
It's more universal, I think. Demon
Yeah.
says animation is not children's film. I agree.
That's
I
true.
agree. I
That's
mean,
true.
I know it's associated with kids a lot, but it's just like hell. They could tell you we
Yeah,
love some animation now. Shoot,
that's true.
we are full grown adults, grown men. Throughout the
Hmm.
history of animation, there are many more adult themes in animation than the typical Saturday morning, or after school cartoons.
Yeah.
That's true.
Enjoy the medium no matter what age you are. Indeed, I will give a thumbs up for that. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. My understanding of the reason why cartoons became a children's thing, and it's typically only in the U.S. Mostly like throughout Asia and Africa, and even in Europe, it's not the same. Was because of some of the like production values of animation in the U.S. were lowered at some point, right? So like your early Disney films were, aimed at both children and adults, but then
Hmm.
then there was like, some of the like Looney Tune era. I guess in the 50s or 60s, someone explained it that they had to cut costs and it started to look cheap. Let's just be real, in the U.S. And so that sort of cheapness got connected to that as well as being like for children, and it never, for some people, never lost that stigma. But like, yeah, in other places around the world, it's not the case, and obviously here is not the case. Obviously. All right, so I think I'm on number 8. Okay, here we go.
Talking.
I don't.
What am I supposed to do?
I didn't stutter, so I don't know what you're gonna do. You're just gonna
Like,
have to figure it out.
being this far away from home, like, there's nothing I can do. Like, I'm stranded right now.
So you're admitting that you are far away from home and you're not in Boston.
What? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, while I have you on the phone, I also want to tell you that I went ahead and canceled your flight back as well.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Nope.
So I'm stranded here.
Yeah,
How do you know I'm not in Boston?
because I checked your emails and seen where you booked your flights. I know where you're at. I don't know who you're with, but hopefully she has enough money that you guys can get home. Because you don't have access to ours anymore.
What are you talking? So you're telling me I'm stranded in a different country right now?
Huh, apparently. If that's where you're at, yeah, you're pretty stranded, aren't you?
Like, you have to fix this. What the hell am I supposed to do?
I don't have to do anything, Rick. You
You have
have
to
been
fix this?
cheating on me for months.
But that
So?
was my money in that bank account.
No, not just your money. It was not.
Yeah, and not just yours either. And you took all that away from me.
I did. So you and whoever you're with right now, somebody you probably met off Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, maybe even Grinder. I don't even know if you're with a woman at this point, honestly.
Oh.
Y'all can figure it out. Like I said, hopefully they have enough money.
Well,
You guys can get home. So,
This is fucking retarded.
it is what it is. Bye.
No, when I get back, I'm going to ruin your fucking life.
Bye.
Girl, you in
wow.
danger. You in danger,
Wow.
girl.
She's like, it is what it is,
Wow.
And what you gonna do all the way
Wow.
somewhere else in another country, bitch?
Right. Okay, so this reminds me of the story that someone did. It's similar, but
Mm,
the situation's different. So there's a guy and a girl. The
mm.
girl, the guy planned a romantic getaway for him and his girl, and just for the two of them. Okay, And then the girl goes, because it's her birthday, and the girl goes, wait. Can I invite at least one of my other friends? I know it's for us, but I really want one of my other friends to go. He's like, okay, one friend can go. All right. So the morning of the trip and everything, or the day of the trip, he wakes up, gets ready. He's like, okay, so are you? He calls her. He says, "Are you ready? Are you ready to go? So I can just come by, pick you up, and we get to the airport." She goes, "Oh wait! I forgot to tell you that this morning." Me and my girls, we took our earlier flight. We're already on the plane, already there, on our way there to the spot. And he goes, "What? What happened?" Um, she's like, yeah. I mean, I know you wouldn't mind. I know it's my birthday. You want me to be happy. You wouldn't care. So I just decided to, invite I know you said only one freaking go, but I invited, her and two others, and now we're all on the plane together, headed to the spot. He goes, oh, okay. Um, so she lands, gets to the hotel, and they can't find her reservation. And
Oh
she's just
no.
calling him and calling him and calling him and calling him, and finally he picks up and he goes. He goes, hey, hey, babe, I can't find the reservation. Oh, did you look under your name? She's like, yeah. Oh, well, but that was under your name. Yeah, I forgot to tell you I canceled it while you were on your way there because apparently I wasn't important enough for you to wait, and you really want to spend time with your girls. I was not important enough, so I went on ahead and canceled your room and canceled your ticket back too. And she's like,
Oh.
no, babe. It's like, babe, what are you talking about? You're embarrassing me right now. What are we supposed to do? He's like, I don't know, but we better figure it out.
Oh no, that's way worse. Because what she did feels like, you know, something valid in a way. Because you literally, pretending like you're not in a relationship and fucking around with people outside of your relationship, like you're
Yeah.
Right.
single. Whereas she is being a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I thought she was just kind of joking, but yeah, I don't know. All that's horrible, and one of the reasons why I'm not in a relationship. So
Man, you got to
I,
be really careful and guarded these days. It's not like it used to be.
I don't even know. I don't know. Okay, now do we have any comments?
Yeah.
Let's see. Demon says that was Hanna Barbera that cheapened animation.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
And he says, "Who eats banana with a spoon?"
Oh yeah, that's true. I think she just wanted to do something for TikTok. That's kind of weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss Taylor says, "Get him, sis."
Or
Nate
she was
James is
missing ice
here.
cream.
He says,
Hey,
"Not grinder, clutch the
The
pearls."
pearls. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
she's like at this point, I don't know. Like, yeah, I
I
don't
don't
I
even know
know.
if
mean,
you're with the woman.
Right.
Miss Taylor says he's gonna have to sell some ass for a plane ticket. maybe the boys at Grinder can help him out.
Yeah. Go back to your bitch. Ask her
Yeah,
for
that
some money.
part.
Right.
Ask
All right.
that bitch for some money. I remember that part. The funny
Yes.
part about it is that his girl was
Mhm.
cheating on him the whole entire time, but always claimed that he was. I'd have been
Right.
like,
That's some
mm-mm,
projection for you. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. Number 9. I think this is it.
Oh, hello.
Another get dressed with me video.
Mm. Oh, we love those.
Yeah. Good one.
Okay, what?
Oh, sir, I see you.
You fine. It's all good. We see you. We see you. You
I
fine.
mean, he is fine. I'm,
Indeed.
I'm, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, at some point
Indeed.
you can wear whatever the fuck you want because she's fine. It's so good. But
And
it's
when you
cute. I
don't
like
give
when
a
someone puts
damn,
some like
like it's
creativity
all
into it.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, number 10.
There's this company, Character AI, that has tens of millions of users. These are people who are essentially developing emotional relationships with chatbots. Even if those chatbots aren't as advanced as they might be in the future at giving us everything that we want from an emotional relationship. And yes, people are going to hear like, oh, you're just recreating the plot line of Her. This is not a prediction. This is just you reciting the summary of a movie that came out a decade ago. But I think it's worth taking seriously the fact that many young people today have a relationship with their friends that exists almost exclusively through the phone, through texting, and maybe sometimes calls, but mostly texting and sharing memes. When you're texting with someone, like phenomenologically, what's your relationship with them? You're just exchanging bubbles. Here's my text bubble, here's your text bubble, here's my text bubble. At a level of experience, phenomenology, what is the real difference between texting a friend and texting an AI? Right? I get the difference between a person and a machine, but the experience through your phone is very similar, which is why I'm worried that it's like we're blazing a trail upon which AI companions will easily walk.
That's the reality. That's the scary part, is that it's true. I
Yeah.
can imagine so many of my friends from college and high school where my relationship to them are simply posting on their pictures on Facebook, maybe a message here and there, but in some sense we are carrying on a relationship that ended 25 years ago, right? It is not crazy to think that if there were a character that you wanted to have a relationship with, you very well may create a facsimile of that character and start talking to it. That's what Character AI allows you to do. And it works a lot better if that character is from a established work of fiction, right? So I had a coworker years ago who was in love with the character Wilson from the TV show House.
Right.
He was like the oncologist. He was like the goofy kind of, foil to House's belligerentness. He was very, and I don't know. She just liked him, beyond liked him. I can imagine in her life, even as right now, because I think she's technologically capable enough to create a bot of him. Based on, you literally just download all the scripts from House. I'm sure it's actually already on Character AI, but if you wanted to build it yourself on Gemini, I could actually tell you how. you download all of the scripts from the House episodes. You put them in a notebook. You can do that on Notebook LM or a project. You tell it to, to treat this, Wilson as whatever, create a scenario, and then you just start talking to it. And the more you talk to it, the better it gets at pretending to be what you want it to be, right? And if ever it messes up, you just change the instructions a little bit, and it gets better and better. Now, here is the disturbing part. Now, I hate to admit that I've done this, but I'm gonna admit to it. There is somebody who I have a crush on, who I know in real life, but I would never, they're in a relationship, and we're just friends. But I will create AI pictures of them doing things, very things like reading books and playing video games, and playing chess and teaching a class or whatever. Eventually, I just started making all kinds of pictures of this person.
Right.
It is stimulating if you're already attracted to that person. And I saw the danger in it, because I was just like, I could go down a rabbit hole and just create an entire fantasy world where, and it's and right now it's not even that good, right? We're in the early stages of it. I think 2023 was when Chat GPT really got off the ground. So that's just been about 2 years. You know, how long did it take for cell phones to really get good? Like the iPhone came out in like 2007, right? I don't think it was really good until 2013, right? That was a good 6 years. I think it's going to take a good 4 more years before AI is like really kicking ass. You know, like it's already pretty fucking good. Um, I know, like right now, it's going to end up being standard on all the latest Samsung phones, all the latest Google phones, and I think Apple is going to be using Google's models in their next OS. So yeah, photos, you can just talk to it and it changes the photo. I don't know. It's like I'm concerned. We should be a little concerned that we can just manipulate reality in our phones because a lot of our reality is mediated through our phones. And yeah, so that reality will only exist on your phone, but sometimes that's all that your reality for some people is, right? Like the fantasies I was having of this person, I have met this person in real life, but I've never, having a real relationship with this person. Yeah, it's just not happening. So, like, yeah, I'm embarrassed by it, but for no reason because it's just like it's whatever. I will never share those pictures, by the way. I'm never. But at some point, I had him. Okay, I'll tell you this. I was just playing around. I was like, I'm going to make him all kinds of characters. I created a version of Black Panther where he was green. I don't know why he was green, but he's green.
Right.
And I was like, damn, this character is actually pretty good. He had like tree powers like poison ivy or something. But he was like a panther. I was like, oh man, that's actually pretty good. I was like, green panther. Anyway, let's go number 11.
Well, before you do that,
Okay.
I have to read this one comment because Calvin said, sorry, sir, but you're putting on way too many clothes. Take that shit off.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Mr. Taylor said that video smells like, what is that? Patchouli? Patchouli
Patchouli. Yeah.
incense.
I don't know what that is.
Patchouli. That's it. Patchouli incense and hot man scent.
Wow.
I know what patchouli is, but I don't know what it smells like. So
Yeah, I know what it smells like. I just forgot how you pronounce it. Swag
Yeah.
is going to make a bot of M'Baku. Child,
Oh.
you know me so well, Mr. Taylor. Stop saying my
Okay.
business.
Listen. Mr. Duke, yes. Yes, we will do
Winston
M'Baku.
Duke.
Them thighs, Lord. Them thighs.
I
Oh
know.
my
You're
gosh.
giving me ideas. Oh god.
The delusion is strong in this one.
I can see. Ooh, yeah. You're right. M'Baku. Why did I think of that one? Anyway.
Yes.
All right, number 11. I think we're on number 11. Let's see.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. Hopefully, you're well. So, yesterday I went to Bulldogs with a friend of mine that I met through the choir, and then he invited his friends there. And so, it was my first time going there. And, baby, let me tell you, a time was had. So, I'm from California, and I've lived in Denver, I've lived in Phoenix, I've lived in Chicago. And I will have to say, Atlanta Black gays do not know the level of privilege it is to have a space with all black people. Like, it's fucking amazing. It's amazing. So much so, when I got there, my friend hadn't arrived yet. I got there a little early. And they were playing spades in the back. Baby, when I tell you, I wanted to get in on that game, but I didn't want to intrude. But I had such a great time. And the drinks, honey, they pour there. And it's a very reasonable price point. So, Bulldogs Atlanta, you've got a new patron, a new permanent patron.
I thought I'd play this to annoy Greg, but he's not here. But what's funny is I agree with him. Like when you first get to Atlanta as a young baby gay, Bulldogs does feel like, the
Like
playground,
young baby.
whatever. Yeah, it's kind of like you got to go to Santa's workshop. Like, oh my God, this is where they poured. And then you get there, and he's like, oh my God, all the people I know on social media are here. Oh my God. And you're right. You go to the back, and it's like the fucking cookout is happening, and it's all gay. It's a gay cookout in the back. Y'all are kikiing and drinking, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and then it's like, oh, this again. Yeah, it loses its shine real quick. I don't know why, but the first few times, I did love the video because he really was happy. Like there was nothing, um, disingenuous about that video. Like
Right.
he truly was like, oh my God, it's so much fun. Like, yeah, call me in a couple of years. Go like 10 more times and then tell me you're still that excited. Because I don't know. It's just what it is. I guess it gets old really fast. I don't
It
know.
does. It gets old real fast. Like Bulldog is exciting maybe the first few 10 times, and after that it's just like child.
Yeah,
I don't,
I
it's
would
same.
say 10 times. But I think
It'll be.
it's beautiful to think about what it feels like the first few times, though. So I
Yeah.
love his joy at it. I'm not gonna try to yuck his yum at
Yeah.
all. In fact, it's like I remember there was a scene from one of those Judd Apatow movies where I want to say it was I want to say it was Knocked Up, and it was the one of the fathers was looking at his daughter, and he says, when I look at my daughter, she's playing with bubbles, and I'm jealous of her. Like I wish I could love anything in this world as much as she loves bubbles. It's just like shiny, round, floating soap makes her, fucking giggle with joy. And I'm like, I wish I could have that. I wish I could have that feeling of going to Bulldogs for the first time again. I really do. I'm just like, oh, I love that for you. Like looking at a baby playing with
Little baby
bubbles.
gay finding it plays for the first time, and they're all
Oh,
excited.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
like I
Good for
found my
you.
community, and then you find out your community is kind of
Yeah,
problematic and toxic.
you haven't seen the first fight. I mean, the stabbing, and then
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna beat you,
stabbing.
old side bitch. Get out
But
my
not.
face. Not that I don't know
Mm-mm,
her. I don't know who's that. Who's that girl? We gotta go. They got to start
mhm.
fighting.
I don't know her. I don't know her. Right.
All right, Lucy, number 12. We got. So, is it sad that her foot writing is probably better than my handwriting? I'm just as I was looking, I was like, that's such a neat signature. Like I can't even do that with my hands that well. It's just like woman is
Mm.
painting masterpieces with her feet. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, let's see. Do we have any questions?
No, we have a comment from Sammy. Sammy
Okay.
said, oh, then we got this comment from
You go ahead and read them.
I try to tell Greg Digger Disney is a fairy tale, so we go back to the real world.
Yeah, it is. I forgot what we
I
used.
want to go to Atlanta. I want to go to Atlanta down to the Bulldogs. Okay, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you
Get your
should.
let's go ahead and bust your Bulldogs cherry. Come on.
You should. I wouldn't dissuade anyone from going. Yeah.
Calvin says, Mbaku, you mean AKA Thunder Thighs? I'll have his baby. Look,
I'll
I
have to
look,
fight you
look.
on that one. We're gonna fight over
Yeah,
that one.
we can share. We can share.
I'm selfish.
Speaking of knocked up, am I the only one who finds Seth Rogen attractive? Yes. Yes, you are. Uh,
Oh my god. No. So Seth Rogen is attractive to me in a emotional way, right? Like I feel like if Seth and I were friends and we hung out, we'd have such a great time. Like I'm not
yeah,
sexually
yeah.
attracted to him, but like I would totally be emotionally like, oh my god, you're my person. Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Sammy also says she's talented, but I'm never eating anything she's cooked. Oh no.
not feeling the yeah. I guess you would have to compare with her feet.
And Calvin says he's down to Polly for him. So
I said at one point I was going to be the whore of the Jabari tribe. Sometimes they still call me. I would be
Sure. Oh God, I volunteer as tribute.
I
right. That part.
mean,
You
none
can nibble
of
on
none
my
of them are
carrot
ugly.
any
So
day.
just saying.
Nope.
You can have my cabbages. Barely a vegetarian, whatever. Anyway, let me
No, we
see.
do not. Like, are you going to eat us? No, we do not eat meat. We are vegetarians.
All right, number 13. Here we go.
Several years ago, there was this documentary on HBO called The Blacklist. Basically, it was just sort of this straight, direct-to-camera collection of black public figures, entertainers, speaking about their experience of being black and being black in America. One of the people that they interviewed was Chris Rock. And Chris Rock said this really interesting thing about being black in relation to competition with white counterparts. Can't remember exactly, I think it was like something his father told him. But he basically used this boxing analogy. He said, in America, in order to beat the white man, you have to knock him out. You can't let it go to the judge's decision. You have to knock the white man out. That is how a black person wins in a competition against a white person in the United States. In the lead up to the Oscars this year, there was a lot of conversation and discourse about how the Best Actor nominees were very stacked this year. It's actually what they are in a list with the movies they were in. And a lot of people thought Timothée Chalamet was the favorite to win. Just to be clear, this is not a Chalamet hate video. I'm trying, probably not very well, to make a larger point about society in general. But a lot of people said Chalamet was the favorite. When I look at particularly these two performances, Michael B. Jordan and Timothée Chalamet, this is one of the most obvious and glaring examples I've seen of you have to knock out the white man. In this movie, Timothée Chalamet is basically playing a version of himself. Super overly confident, I want to be the best. Basically taking this public persona he has about the pursuit of acting and just translating that to ping pong. That's what the movie is. That's Marty Supreme. Michael B. Jordan in this movie is playing two separate characters who are twins, but who clearly have these very distinctive personality differences. And then he has to play a third character when one of them is turned into a vampire. And then really kind of 3.5, maybe 4, because the vampire character comes back and is clearly a changed person. Basically, Timothée Chalamet is playing a version of himself. Michael B. Jordan has to play 3.5, sort of 4 characters. A genre-bending, immediate classic film. It is both super critically acclaimed and wildly popular with audiences. And the competition was still talked about like it was so close. Best Actor category is just stacked this year. It's so close. It could go to anybody. Like Michael B. Jordan Jordan. He's playing 4 different characters here in the most popular movie of the year. Timothy Chalamet's got to wear glasses. It's so hard. Not hating on any of these actors. Honestly, these are all really good performances, and it was kind of a stacked year. What Michael B. Jordan, to me, is doing in this movie is just so far above all these other performances. It really did get me thinking about that Chris Rock quote, how this is the level that an actor has to go to. He has to knock the white man out.
Yeah, that's a pretty good quote because like he did kind of knock that. It's almost ridiculous how good it is. It's just like when you think about all the people who try to do an accent and it's not good and not consistent. Not only is it good, but it's accurate. You know, that was the other thing. Like he had that Delta accent like twice over. Like you're saying, he was just had presence. You know,
Right.
yeah, it was like it's ridiculous. It's so good. It's not even. I don't think we have to explain that.
Not at all.
I just like that. I just wanted to point that out because it is one of my favorite films, and I love the fact that it was not only critically acclaimed but also wildly popular. The movie itself. Yeah, I mean that's kind of interesting because that's rarely the case, right? That critics and audiences agree that it's really good. Like it is really, really good. All right, number 13. No, I think I'm on number 14. Let me see. I can't tell. Anyway,
The one swinging on the curtain and eventually falling off is actually a black panther. Black panthers are like giant house cats. They're a little aloof at first, but once they form a bond with you, they can get incredibly affectionate. They have a calm temperament. If you tickle their paws, they won't freak out. Sometimes they even deliberately retract their sharp claws, as if afraid of hurting you. In everyday life, black panthers can be surprisingly attentive. They'll groom their owners, sometimes warm your feet, and even nibble on your toes to taste. When they want to play, they might grab your bathrobe and stare at you with big innocent eyes, waiting for a response. And in a game of who's on top with paws, they never give up, always insisting their paw goes on top. Black panthers also have an incredibly keen sense of smell. Put a piece of jerky in front of a sleeping panther, and it'll wake almost immediately. They get equally excited at the scent of catnip. It's worth noting that black panthers aren't a separate species. They're a color variant of leopards, caused by a genetic mutation. Their fur is black, but in sunlight you can still faintly see their spots.
he's going to eat you. I wouldn't want because like I said, I used to have a black cat. Her name was Samantha, and I remember I used to have friends over sometimes to play Magic the Gathering or something. And one of the things she would do is sneak in the room. I don't even know how she got there because the door is supposed to be closed. Where we would close the door to, have privacy or whatever. And I'd be playing the game and I look up and she's staring me down like, I'm trying to figure out how I can eat you. How dare you let these people in my house fucking eat you? She's giving me the death stare like, how dare you?
Like, who are these people in my in my house?
I know.
In my territory?
I know. She's standing way up on the bookcase, like way up above everybody, just like, how I'm gonna kill all of them.
God.
I know. I'm just saying that's in my imagination. So I would not want her to be able to actually kill me.
No, I don't think so either.
Like no. Okay.
We got a few more comments.
Okay.
Mr. Taylor said, I think Seth Rogen is cute. I agree with Malcolm. He seems like so much fun.
Yeah.
Demon says, remember, Thick said that.
What?
Sammy says Seth Rogen was cute when he smoked, but it seemed like he went to Hollywood. And why do white people justify a black person's win over their favorite? Like, we aren't worthy. No Cloud Dancer. We were so talented when we made several characters of ourselves to play because of death. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Seth Rogen is cute. He's adorable, but I don't find him sexually
Right,
enticing.
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the same to me. I think he's cute, but not sexually
hmm
attractive. All right, number 15. Keep losing count, but here we go.
Are you gay or straight?
I am gay.
Do you think other people would think that?
Of course.
Do you think this guy is gay or straight?
Oh, gay.
Gay? What makes you say that?
He just has a gay persona.
Are you gay or straight?
No, I'm straight.
Do you think other people would think that?
I would say they think I'm straight.
Do you think this guy is gay or straight?
Gay.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. He looks too happy.
Wait, he can't look happy?
No, well, no, I don't know. Be honest with you, it would be just a guess. I would say 55-45. It's close.
Now, are you gay or straight?
I'm straight.
Do you think other people would think that?
I have no idea. But the good thing about me is I don't care.
Oh, gay.
Gay?
Yeah, it's gay.
What makes you say that?
This. Because the sun.
The sun?
Yeah, I think.
Are you gay or straight?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Are you gay?
Oh, no gay?
No.
Do you think other people would think that?
No, I'm no gay.
Do you think this guy is gay or straight?
Shit, I hope he's gay, but he look pretty straight to me. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Wait, what makes you say that?
I can't put my finger on it. I would, but I can't, you know?
Wait, why do you hope that he's gay? I'm confused.
You see my boy over here? If you want to pan the camera that way, I don't know. You know, I'm trying to put him on. It is what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those situations.
Well, in that case, are you gay or straight?
Straight.
Do you think other people would think that?
Yeah.
You can literally just keep doing that on forever.
Straight people think all gay people want to date each other.
It's like, oh, I hope he's gay. I can get him to date my dude. Like, but I think everybody that the person in the picture was gay. The first guy was the only one who was gay and obviously gay, and then every straight guy thinks other straight guys are gay. What? Right. All right, number 16. I think I am on number 16.
100%. People don't know that the Democrats is the party of the KKK.
Yeah.
Let's say everybody around you was like, yo, you need to start learning about politics, and you held off for a minute. But then you were finally like, all right, I'll learn something. And this world is really new for you. Like, you've heard the words before, like Democrat, Republican, but you don't really know what they mean. And when you're on this journey, somebody tells you that the Democratic Party created the KKK. That would be jarring. That would be extremely confusing for you. Because you know that that's the party that most black people vote for. That wouldn't make any sense. And now the very people who told you to learn a little something are screaming at you and calling you a dumbass and telling you to stay in your lane. That don't make any sense. I'm not going to discourage this journey you're on. You're trying to learn something. I love it. Keep going, actually. You opened that book. You read that article. You watched that video. You took the first step. I'm proud of you. You're about to learn so much about the world around you if you just don't stop. So let's ask the next question, because it is crazy, right? The Democratic Party created the KKK, but you look around, all black people vote for the Democratic Party. That don't make no sense, right? 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 Because there's more. American political parties are houses. You have the House of the Democratic Party. You have the House of the Republican Party. The houses don't create anything. The people inside of the houses do. You can only have two types of people in those houses. You can have conservatives or liberals. White conservatives lived inside of the House of the Democratic Party at that time, and they did not want black people to be seen as human. They were very violent, for sure. Here's a fun fact for you. Everywhere white conservatives have been throughout history ain't a place black people want to be. Then, from within the Democratic House, a man named Lyndon B. Johnson passed the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, two of the most important pieces of legislation for your freedom as a black American. A traitor, they said, those white conservatives inside of that Democratic House. It ran them out of the House. It went over to the Republican House. That's called party realignment. And that's why you see more black people finding a home in the Democratic House, staying far away from them white conservatives that created the KKK. They went over there, we came over here. You see what I'm saying? Just keep going, bro. Keep going. You hear something and it doesn't make sense, stay curious. Ask the next question. I love this for you. You learning something. Let's go.
That's true, though. Like, once you... the funny thing is, they said, the most dangerous person is an ignorant person who learns a single thing. Because information requires a network of different ideas. I know, like, I was thinking about this idea of why I enjoy reading. Reading books for information actually doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, if you want to know a specific thing, just look it up, right? Look up the single thing, write it down, and like, okay, now I know this one thing. But that piece of information exists in a network of other things that are connected to it. And one of the cool things about reading books and just exploring your natural curiosity of the world is that you start to see how things connected, prior to that. Because the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act wasn't the first aspect of the realignment. Like I was getting at, the first act of the realignment was actually the New Deal, prior to and after World War II. And that was when black people started to get, things like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, GI Bill benefits, houses,
Right.
Black people started getting into the middle class. And even though there were provisions within the New Deal to exclude black people, specifically Southern blacks, so that they could get them on board, it excluded black farmers in particular. So a lot of Southern blacks were left out of the New Deal. Overall, however, it opened up black people into being interested in being more democratic. They didn't move because, and especially there was a divide amongst Southern Democrats and other Democrats. But yeah, the nail in the coffin was, the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, which actually was probably a bigger deal. But yeah, something to learn. Do you have any comments or questions, or move on?
Yes. Sammy says, so do straight men secretly think all men are gay until proven otherwise? Probably so.
I think there's a little something there. Yeah.
Blurred Forever says Amber Rose had a brain lobotomy years ago. Nick Cannon doesn't even know the names of his hundreds of babies. They are both trash.
Well, this is true. This is not no lies told.
Is this why they claim they don't look at each other's dick in public showers and or urinals? Yes, that is the reason why.
Yeah.
And someone should have sent that video to Chili. She
Oh,
wouldn't listen. She's
no.
lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Blurred Forever says, question, do you guys know if there are any MAGA supporters in your families? Thankfully,
No, there are not.
no.
There are none. There are
Well,
none
not
in
in my
family.
immediate family. I did find out that like a distant relative of mine that I've never met before. He made a comment on Facebook, and he and I got into a little tussle.
Not a tussle.
Yes, we did. I got into John's cutting cords territory.
Oh, not cutting the cords.
cutting
Well-
virtual cords, right?
Yeah. So I kind of mentioned the guy who was hobosexual who lived with me for a while last night. He was a Trump supporter.
Oh,
no.
I know. I did not find out because this was in 2016. So he was hobosexual with me at that time around the election. We actually went and voted together, and I just assumed he voted for Hillary Clinton. And I was like, when Trump won, he's like, "Yay!" I was like, "What?"
Wait.
What? So yeah, let's tell the Mexicans to get out of our country. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no!
Wow. Wowie. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He was a total fucking racist. Yes. Anyway, it was awful. But
Was he
no, he was like I said from the Blind Side. He was a big old black dude.
Oh, that guy. Oh yeah. I remember that
But he
now.
was young. He was barely able to vote. You know, like I think this was literally his first time voter. So,
Mm.
yeah, still.
But y'all remember there's a video with a drag queen that
Mhm.
says she has sex with someone, and she was I think she was the drag queen or trans she was a trans woman. She said I had sex with this guy, and it was a white guy,
Mhm.
and after we did the do, he got up, he was getting dressed, and he put on the red hat, and I was like, oh no, that better not be
Not a "Make America Great Again" hat.
It was, and she's like, oh.
Ooh.
You in danger, girl.
Oh God, no. Well, you know, sir. We're going to talk a little bit about Patreon before we go. I usually do a little spiel. You know, a lot of you who are here are already patrons, but it's a really big support to us. Like I'm so overblown by the support we get from our patrons, and you know, if you have been watching the show thus far, we're going to go on break for a week, but you know, we'll probably still be talking in our groups and stuff. Like I'll be posting, you know, nastiness in here, you know, and I'm gonna probably try to be more active. Like I have books in here that are also they're audiobooks, but they're also text books. They're in this format called EPUB 3. So you can actually see the book as you're listening to it. There are free apps that you can download to read them. There are some good ones in here. I highly recommend you if you are just a curious-minded person. I got good thrillers. I got nonfiction, fiction. If you're creative, you know, because I'm currently on a path of writing myself, so I got a bunch of books on writing in there. Have at it. Have fun. Join us. Become a patron. That's at patreon.com/mailmediamind. We're going to have a patron show. We're going to continue our videos. We're not doing the wheel, but I got a whole bunch of videos left. But before we go, a bunch of funny videos. That's just part of the way I like to end the show. All right, here we go.
Oh, pop that head. Oh.
Oh.
She spit out her teeth.
Nothing beats a jet
to holiday.
Nothing beats a jet to holiday.
Damn, Spidey. Oh!
Whoa.
This video's made my balls hurt. Oh my, okay.
Oh wow.
I'm impressed.
Okay. Oh wow.
Okay, y'all. So today I'm gonna do everything my boyfriend cannot do.
What can I not do? What can I can do everything, y'all. There's nothing I can't do here. I can do that and more.
Point proven. You can't shut the fuck up.
Что это за проказница? Что
Yeah,
это за проказница?
Ой,
добытчица.
Wow.
Ой, добытчица.
You gonna
That's
tell
what
him?
T'Challa wishes he was.
Tell him to stop doing that.
I told myself I couldn't quit. I told myself this was gonna happen. This is destiny. Whatever is really burning in your heart, you gotta really believe in yourself. Even when nobody else won't. You gotta believe in yourself and say, I'm not stopping.
Aww. Detail. Got it?
Oh.
Different people get different results because it take different shit to get to them. Everybody can't look the same and do the same. Some of us have to put in a little bit more effort.
Deciding hams.
Got it? Getting up on time, getting enough sleep. All that shit matters. Y'all work this fucking hard to blow it off on the fucking weekends.
You know, dudes are always like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. Nah, bitch, I wanna get fucked silly. You ever been fucked so good to the point where you're laying on the bed and you're just like, little eyes rolling in the back of your head, can't move your body, soul has left, and you are just like, dumb bitch, lay on the bed getting fucked and nutted in. Yeah, if you're not doing that, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Noted.
You got a low dominant.
I'm a da da da. She want the fun. Like if I want time, now she come from back.
I love his comment.
She want to test in my cockara.
Same, but different. No money, no honey. Good boy goes to heaven. Bad boy goes to Bangkok.
Walking street lo namasti cheyale. Are rocking club lo dance irragadiyale. Mare vodka bottle bota open cheyale. Ila full ga nizam cheyale. Mind lo unde pratikala. Bang 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 bang. Rara weatheru super weatheru. Let's relax and roll.
Oh. This is how they get you. The guy's on there now. Exactly. Like,
Do me
I love that too.
Hey. Yes. Get it off.
Ready for them. That is so cool. Can't know.
Oh, what? Wow.
11 p.m. on a fence in Southport. Bradley from Brisbane thought if he could film himself being athletic, he might snag a few views on socials. But he snagged something else, a brutal atomic wedgie. #AthleticAF. He's swinging like a piñata at a bad birthday party, trying to unhook himself whilst gravity does its worst.
Yeah, this is why you don't. Literally biting through his skull, by the way.
like them boys up top from the BK.
Boys over there, they looking strong tonight.
We like them boys that be in them like leaning. Step into me, castle, lay it down.
What zodiac sign do you think he is?
Get a little something for my sexy mama. Been checking for you since day one. You're my mood.
All right, go ahead.
is funny when they have the big cats, baby big cats. You know, like they're
Right.
Yeah, they're big enough to still eat you, but you know, they're still babies. All right, so we are going on hiatus for a week, except for the for
Blur Council.
Devon. Yes, the Blur Council will be coming at you on Sunday at 5. But for this upcoming week, we're taking off. We're visiting family and going on trips, and we're going to try to revise our website. Hopefully, I can work on that a little bit. But yeah, follow John if you haven't already. He will be active on social media, I'm sure, and my Bearcast will still be coming out. And like I said, we're going to work on the website. But right for now, we're going to be going to our Patreon show, continuing the videos that I have. I have some more I want to talk about. So join us if you're a patron, and everyone else, consider becoming one. All right. We'll see you in a bit.